DC Films and HBO Max's next big Bat project has kicked off production. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about today's announcement that Batgirl has begun and the massive clue in the initial picture about one of the potential villains. This may come as a bit of a surprise and a puzzle. Now, before we dive in though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the huge giveaway. We got this PlayStation 5 to give away at 25,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, check out that free week of Skillshare down below. It's a spectacular way to develop all of your superhero skills for the never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pocket. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, at DC Fandom, we found out a couple of details about the upcoming Batgirl movie. We know Leslie Grace has been cast as Barbara Gordon, along with Brendan Fraser, who is actually playing the classic Batman villain, Firefly. Now, earlier today, the directors of the film, Adel El Arabi and Bala Falah, took to Instagram to announce that cameras have started rolling. Let's check it out. Now, this is their day one photo, and clearly it has kicked off production. Now, there's a couple of interesting details in this picture that I really wanted to point out to you guys, and I hope people aren't missing. I think first and foremost would be the Officer Barbara Gordon, indicating she is indeed a GCPD officer, and like in the comics, she may rise through the ranks, eventually taking Jim Gordon's role as a new commissioner. Now, we have heard for a while that J.K. Simmons will be part of this project, and there is an established Batman here. They call him the real Batman. So it appears Barbara is part of a Gotham City that's well established and has a history with these various characters. And that's where the other big clue comes in. Now, if you look to the right side of that picture, you'll see a yellow book on her desk entitled The Code Book. So I did a little research, and this is there for a reason. It might very well be a clue to one of the other villains that's going to be part of this movie. When you read the description of the book, in his first book since the best-selling Fermat's Enigma, Simon Singh offers the first sweeping history of cryptography, tracing the evolution, and revealing the dramatic effects codes have had on wars, nations, and individual lives. And it appears the book goes through history talking about Mary Queen of Scots, the Navajo Code Talkers, and lots of other stuff cryptography-oriented. Now, this is clearly a book about code breaking, and leads us to our direct clue, which is it's part of the Enigma series. Now, if you know who Enigma is in DC Comics, this should be ringing some bells right now. Enigma is the daughter of the Riddler, and has been part of DC Comics since 2006 when she first showed up in Teen Titans Volume 3, number 38. This is a Batgirl movie, and I would highly suspect that both the villains would not be male characters, and at least one of them would be female. We know Brendan Fraser is going to be the Firefly, so having him team up with the daughter of the Riddler, Enigma, makes a lot of sense. Plus, we know Gotham City is fully established, meaning that Batman's villains could all already exist, have a history with the Caped Crusader, and more importantly, Jim Gordon. Therefore, this sort of next chapter storytelling with the daughter of one of those villains works perfectly. I do suppose it's totally possible Barbara could face off with the Riddler himself. He is a staple Batman villain and a ton of fun, but he is part of Matt Reeves' current Batman project, so I suspect he's probably off limits for anybody else's production. I could be wrong, but it does make much more sense to use Enigma over the Riddler. Now, this is full speculation on my part, but I actually think we're hitting a home run here, and I'm really curious on what you guys think. Do you believe the codebook in the background is a clue to the villain of the movie, which could very well be Enigma? Or do you think the Riddler himself will show up to take on Barbara Gordon? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.